Beautiful. Andy, what's up?
That was the technique you were explaining last week, right? For blast beat, it's this, right?
Definitely that
second half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed. Is there sidechain compression?
Oh yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We gotta let that kick bleed through.
Yeah. So why do we use sidechain compression? Why?
There's a lot of
reasons. Okay, for this
reasons.
case.
For this case, you want the kick to punch through, but not necessarily rob all the low end from all the instruments, particularly the bass.
Okay.
So I sidechain just the kick. So whenever the kick hits in a frequency range of 50 hertz to 120, and the 120 is more like the snare, it'll just slightly duck the track or the other instruments that are conflicting with it in that frequency range. And so it just lets it kind of punch, but not fully rob all of those instruments of their full tonality.
And that's why we use sidechain compression.
And that's
in this case.
In this case, our new segment. In this case.
We could actually make that work, I think.
We could.
I could make that work.
How we could, but we can figure it out.
Production stuff, technique stuff, theory stuff, right?
Yeah.
Guys?
We can figure it out. I'm okay at production.
In this case.
In this case.
It's not diatonic.
I feel like we're on an episode of NCIS. In this case. And then just freaking, I don't know.
Just nerd
the hell out.
So this G7 is not in the key, but in this case.
In this case.
It's a secondary dominant.
Exactly. No.
Or a sub 5 or
something. I don't know.
Something. Yeah.
Something.
I forgot you don't know these because you're a drummer.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I went to Berkeley with you. I know what a sub 5 is.
He paid me $1 to ask if our friend's song are notes.
Yeah. I was like, are those? Because I would show up to all of these club meetings and events, especially for metal stuff, and he
was seated behind me.
There'd be some times where they just come in with a guitar riff and they're like, look at this guitar riff. And
yeah, because there were presentations, right?
Yeah.
Oh, check out this sweep section in my song.
Yeah, and I was just and
it was
I was like, why did I show up to this? I could have rested before my other 6 classes today. And then, so I was just bored and wanting to shoot the shit. And then, he goes and the song, the little riff was called Ligma. So come on. You think I'm really going to take this seriously? I mean, it was impressive. When Keenan played it, but I was also just okay. And so it was notes or whatever. So I was well, everyone thinks I'm the dumb drummer. So I was
are those notes?
I literally paid Andy $8. I Venmo'd him after. I was ask him if those are notes. Just be are those? Are those notes? And then just, I don't know. It was it was funny in the moment.
It was hilarious. It's still funny now.
It's still funny now. I don't know if it's funny for our viewers, but I enjoyed it.
I don't know if it was funny for Keenan.
No, I don't think so.
Probably
either.
not. He probably
was
got
up there
pissed off.
Sweating. Yeah, he was But then again, he brought in a riff called Ligma. So
also it's metal club, man. People are gonna be assholes. Not assholes, but
metalheads predominantly aren't the cream of the crop, nice society. We're all kind of degenerates at heart.
But we're nice.
We're nice. We're very nice.
We're nice people.
We get it all out on stage, Yeah. We aren't some happy country singer that the moment they get off the stage, they're
slap
where's
the wives.
The watermelon? I don't know, something off their writer or something.
Yeah.
We're usually just oh, we got all of our anger and hate out on stage. Do you want to go get pancakes? That's IHOP. That's the metal.
Yeah,
people,
man. I could crush some pancakes right now.
I know so many. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Forget all the other stuff we gotta do. Just pancakes. That's what all metal people are all about. It's just pancakes.
Yeah. A lot of us that we look intimidating.
Yeah.
But really,
we're
the
really
nicest people,
we're the nicest
man.
people because we just get it all out with what we listen to, all these things. It's the same thing with working out. Working out inherently, by the end of it, you went through misery, so now you're just so much happier to be existing.
Oh, absolutely,
alive.
absolutely. I'm just ooh, nice.
You're hello, pancakes. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Mangoes.
Mangoes. Yeah, exactly. But that's metalhead summed up. I feel.
Most of us, of course. There's assholes in every group.
Oh, there's always assholes.
Yeah, but
yeah. Speaking of assholes, how was the Dream Theater concert?
No, dude. So I went to the YouTube Theater.
40th
anniversary tour. of Dream Theater.
Mm-hmm.
They played like 2 songs from the new album.
Okay.
It's because that's not the point for this tour.
Right. So wait, what's the 40th anniversary of?
Of them being a band.
Oh, just them being a band.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like an album that they wanted to. Like,
oh no. So it was like a 3-hour set.
Dang.
No opener. It's just them.
Yeah, Steven Wilson did that one time. I went to a Steven Wilson show, and that was the vibe.
Yeah, I missed it. I should have gone,
dude.
I regret it.
It was at a weird venue, but like it was crazy good. Like it was great.
I should have gone, dude.
It's all good.
We were in Boston back then, but I'm like, I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I saw this like in 2017. It was at the Belasco Theater.
Here.
Yeah. I saw it with Bryce.
No,
Steven Wilson. It was
Okay.
Steven Wilson.
Okay.
It was when he came out with Hand Cannot Erase. Or wait, no. It was Hand Cannot Erase was before that. I'm about to Steven Wilson nerd out on all of you. It was To the Bone that he was doing, but it was like 3.
I am familiar with the album.
Yeah, it's when he like fell in love with the Telecaster for some reason. And then, or was it a Strat? I don't know. It was a Fender guitar that he was like, it actually sounds pretty good. And like that was he literally based a whole album off of it. It was a terrible British accent that I just did. I'm so sorry, everybody. But same vein though, where it's like 3 hours. There was no opener. He just showed up and played for 3 hours straight.
So yeah, that was.
I also saw someone when I was leaving the venue. It was like a very sad song at the end, and just someone like it was like some like mega church was on their knees, just like,
oh shit, just like worshiping at the church of Steven Wilson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a church of Steven Wilson until that day, and I was like, hey buddy, how do I convert? You know,
Carson should be signing up. I heard there's no membership fee.
Oh yeah, there's nothing. It's not like Scientology.
You just gotta be able to play. That's all you need.
You just got to be able to appreciate odd times, obscure like music, and then
sad songs,
and then pretentious opinions about music, and then you're all set for Steven Wilson Club or the Steven Wilson religion.
That's true. The Church of Steven Wilson.
The Church of Steven Wilsoniology.
Oh, we had different things, but it's the same thing.
It's the same idea.
Yeah.
It can be multiple. It can be this Church of Steven Wilsonism-eology.
Let's go with that. I like that. R.
Yeah, R. Okay, so Dream Theater.
So yeah, Nimrod and I bought our tickets way in advance.
Yeah, like I remember you were like,
dude, we set alarms.
Yeah.
It's like, because we got into the pre-sale.
Uh-huh.
So I set an alarm for that. Long story short, we were in front of Petrucci, and we were seated like just slightly behind this dude. It was a kid.
Yeah.
He was nerding out with us.
Yeah. He was 5.
No, I think he's like 20.
He was
21.
5. It's fine.
Okay, he's 5.
He was 5 years old, and you guys were nerding out together, the 3 of you.
Yeah. Because before the show started, it's like their tour poster. A gigantic version was covering the stage.
Yeah.
And so they had references to each album cover in that poster. So we were like, oh, that's this album, that's this album, that's this album. And then this kid heard us, was like, oh, you guys are looking for that? Because I can't find this album and this album. And we're like, it's probably there. And then we were looking for like a good 30 minutes, and we're like, oh shit, it's not.
It's not.
So.
And then he was like, I have elementary school tomorrow.
He was probably MI, I'm not going to lie. He was probably MI.
He was
probably MI. Because when Dream Theater started playing, everybody stood up and like started playing. So he's probably a drummer, because all the drum fills, he was air drumming.
Oh yeah,
and accurately.
Yeah.
And in time, odd time signatures and everything. So I was pointing at him behind his back to him. I'm like, look at this guy.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's like, that's accurate.
This is a way better person that you encountered compared to your last concert experience, where you're looking over and like, wasn't someone like
OnlyFans?
Yeah, it was like OnlyFans or something like that.
Listen, that was not the worst encounter. That was Opeth, by the way.
Yeah, that was Opeth. That's right. Yeah. It was
also, this kid was playing keyboards on the barrier.
Dang, this kid is a nerd.
And then accurate parts.
Man, so he's just everything.
Dude, he was like, when Rudess was soloing and like playing unisons with Petrucci, he was doing these, and I'm like, look, dude, look at his fingers.
Dude, what if he was, I don't know why, my brain went to Stevie Wonder. I'm like, did he just hang out with Stevie Wonder? And he's just like,
Stevie Wonder. I'm like, sir, that's not a piano.
I know, you were like, he's playing on the barrier, and I was like,
Dude, this kid was killing it.
I feel like you were just watching this kid the whole time.
No, because dude, his movements were like super bombastic, you know, like all over the place.
He was all over the map.
He was like 110% right there.
Yeah, just like the whole time.
But it was fun to watch because it was accurate.
Right.
I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
I just think it's crazy. Your biggest takeaway is this kid.
This kid is fucking great, dude. Yeah. So we forgot. Hey kid from the Dream Theater show. If you remember me, we forgot to talk to you after the show.
Oh my gosh. What a lost opportunity.
Because
to talk to Stevie Wonder.
I just wanted to eat the Mexican hot dogs outside the place right after, you know?
Wait, was that just like the sausage and the peppers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Dude, I think that is like the number one biggest bait ever. Like they are so smart for camping out there and doing that. Like,
dude,
it's so good.
They make a killing.
But like, you want to know something? Every time I pass by it, I'm like, that smells so good. Never done it.
You should.
Never done it and like there's nothing in my brain that like logically is like, oh, you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
Like just for some reason I'm just like, no, I'm good. But it like also is the best smell ever.
Here's the thing. We have that here in Hollywood.
We do.
Oh,
it's all over.
On the boulevard?
Yes.
Don't get it there. It's overpriced.
Okay.
I got it there once. It's like 25 each.
It's 25 each?
You go to like YouTube theater, right?
Yeah.
It's like less than half the price.
Yeah. I thought it would be like $5.
It's like $10.
I mean, that's not bad. I can get like a really big burrito from like a truck.
And then they ask you with everything. I'm like, yeah, put everything.
Yeah. Why would you not get everything?
Well, if you're Nimrod, he doesn't like to eat anything. So
yeah. So did he not eat anything?
No, he just said just the hot dog and the bun. That's it. Oh, and some onions. That's it. And I'm like, everything for me, please.
Come on, Nimrod. Get it together.
But yeah,
I need to go and freaking do it. Like I need to.
Just don't get it here though. It's overpriced.
I'm not gonna get it.
They gouge people here. We can go to a place if you want.
We'll go find a spot. It's not pressing, but like you just got to put yourself in this perspective. Like you've drinking 3 beers plus.
I didn't drink.
Okay,
because I wanted to hear every note.
Just imagine with me. We've drinking 3 beers plus, all tall boys. You're dehydrated. You've drinking maybe a couple like of those small like little water cups the barista will the bartender will give you. And then you're just dying and you've been standing for 3 hours. And then imagine with me, Andy, are you imagining?
I'm right there with you.
You're right there with me. And then you leave. And then what is the scent that immediately hits your nostrils?
Hot dogs, Mexican hot dogs.
I don't think that's the name for them, but I like that
I don't
name.
know. No, but because they put like a Mexican flair on it.
They do, yeah. Like, do they put taco seasoning on it? Like,
no, it's like they put like chilies and
yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. I love them so much.
So funny. Okay, we got so sidetracked with the Mexican hot dogs.
Andy if you're gonna see a show in the YouTube theater, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
So aside from watching this 5-year-old for the whole time, what were your other takeaways from the Dream Theater show?
Labrie sang pretty well.
Really?
For him, considering it's him.
Right.
He sang pretty well. It kind of sucked in the beginning.
Yeah, he's probably.
But I think he got warmed up, and then it was like, oh, okay, that's better. That's better. Okay.
Was there a song that surprised you that like he just killed it? Like he was just like.
Barstool Warrior was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Also, another treat was seeing Mike Portnoy play the Mike Mangini parts.
Oh yeah.
It's not the exact same note for note, but I think the soul is there.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, the critique has always been Portnoy is more like feeling and like obviously technicality, but Mangini was all technicality. So like
robotic.
Robotics.
Note for note every time.
So now Portnoy is putting the spin on it, which I'm sure was probably
was pretty refreshing. Good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it better.
Yeah,
I liked it
for
better.
sure.
So it was a great show. I had a ton of fun. Dream Theater is my favorite band.
Was there any songs that surprised you that they played?
Not really, because we knew the set list.
You looked at the set list before. Was there one that like really blew you away? Because like I know you've seen Dream Theater many times.
Oh, the one Octavarium.
They played Octavarium.
Bro,
dude, that's sick.
Also, because I got into Dream Theater when they had just released the Live in Budokan live album. I had the DVD.
Right.
And one of those songs was my introduction. The first ever song I've heard from Dream Theater was Hollow Years Live in the Budokan.
Live in the Budokan.
They played that ish version, same-ish with the solo. I swear to God, man, I had chills. I had goosebumps.
It took you right back to that
I was
moment.
like, I was 13 again.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. I mean, it's a different solo because he's probably improvising, but like the main parts of the Budokan solo are there.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I was like, dude, these tickets were worth it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, no, it sounded like a really good experience.
And they played Octavarium too, so I'm like, just kill me now.
I think that is one thing I would really like to see because I've seen Dream Theater one time with you in Boston.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it wasn't like I hated it. I didn't like. I really enjoyed myself. But there's bands where I like personally get a feeling where I'm just like, okay, I'm full. Like I don't need to see it again. I remember the second time seeing Tool. Tool's probably top 3 band for me. I was like, I don't need to see Tool again.
I get that. Yeah.
Not because it was bad, but I was like, I've had my fill. Like I've never understood the people that are like, I'm gonna go follow, like, for instance, the Grateful Dead.
Oh, following the band.
Yeah, following the band or like every single tour.
I can't do that.
It's no diss. Of course, you're gonna enjoy bands and things differently, but it definitely after like the first. So when I listened to Dream Theater and saw them live, I was just like, all right, great, I saw them. That was great. Of course, I didn't see it with Portnoy. Which was like Mangini still killed it and it was really inspiring to watch him. But Portnoy is the reason I got into all this shebang. So that definitely would have been
technical
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, for sure. No. I mean, I'm glad that was a good show.
Great show.
Sorry, that was my caveat. I would if they were like guaranteed playing Octavarium, I would probably get tickets.
So last thing about the Dream Theater show. They're going to do another tour in the fall-ish. And they're going to play the whole Parasomnia album. The new one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That tour will be for supporting that album.
That album, yeah.
This tour was for 40th anniversary.
Yeah, they're like, we just existed for this long,
Yeah, it's crazy being a prog band for that long and being
ultra
successful.
Like being able to I'm sure close to sell out the YouTube theater.
They sold it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that's a huge success. And to just keep it going for that long is really impressive.
Yeah. Speaking of technical stuff.
Yeah.
Another tech death band that was left out from last episode. I think it's time for Does It Go Hard? Cue last week. So anyway, so we talked about Decapitated last week.
We did.
Carnivals Forever. We have a new one. Also from 2011. It is OBSCURA. And the album is Omnivium. So I know this album front to back. I want to know your thoughts.
Okay. You're not going to like my thoughts.
That's fine.
I did not necessarily enjoy it that much.
That's fine. It's not for everyone.
It is not for everyone. I feel like this is a great instance. When we had Ali on the show, he and I kind of bonded over it. I like blast beats, but this is too many blast beats for myself. It got to the point where I didn't feel anything while I was listening to it. It just kind of felt like
cool. That.
Yeah, it just felt like that. The technicality is very impressive.
Oh, it's there.
I was blown away. Very, very. Everyone in this band is really, really good. For me, it just did not speak to me. I listened through. There's a couple songs where they have some really, really cool grooves that I really appreciated. But ultimately, it just kind of felt like because of the ultra reliance on grooves like blast beats and things like that, it just kind of felt like a wash almost.
I see. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
But that's just me. I can obviously sit back and be like, this is definitely for an audience, and it's just not me. But it's obviously very technically brilliant. It's very well done. But for me, I was just like, this just kind of feels like a wash. You and I have talked about it, where blast beats for me, I like in little bursts. Not necessarily this is the whole groove. if that makes sense. But that's like the way I grew up, like listening to music. It wasn't like super blast beat reliant or oriented. So I think that's why also I maybe not have related or gone super into this. But
I totally get it. I mean, you have your approach to blast beats like that. I, for one, have a thing for blast beats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like intricate time changes in this album, a lot. But I feel like if you just blast beat it, it's kind of a cheat.
Right.
But I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets me going, man, so much.
You're getting on OnlyFans after.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be like, damn. The drummer here is Hannes Grossman.
Hannes Grossman.
Killer guy.
Attractive name.
German. You know. So.
Do it just be like, Hannes is here. Like,
Johannes.
Yeah,
Hannes is like,
Yeah.
But amazing drummer. Again, like Krim from Carnival is Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those guys were my favorite drummers in the 2011 time period.
Mm-hmm.
Great drummers, great groove, very technical. I love them. Omnivium, I think, is the first album from OBSCURA that I got into. And that's why it's a standout for me. Because before I learned about the band, I saw a YouTube video of the two guitarists, Christian and Stefan.
Kissing.
Close. They were playing Vortex Omnivium.
Yeah, right.
They were playing it online, and I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
My face was like erased. After that, I'm like, what the fuck? What is this band? OBSCURA? Okay. Buying the album.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah. But for me, it goes hard. But
yeah,
there's been like a controversy this time. They just released a new album. Asonication is the title.
Diddy is okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called.
Yeah.
Diddy's actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah. Asonication is the title, but that's like code for like.
Diddy is.
It's
cool,
German code for like.
Diddy's a pretty cool guy.
Diddy's not that bad. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, it's not titled that. What is it? So what's the controversy?
Before they released the album, a few members left because the thing with OBSCURA, it's like a revolving door of members. People come and go.
Is there like a consistent member that?
Yeah, the singer guitarist Stefan. So
he's kind of the glue.
Yeah, he is OBSCURA.
He is OBSCURA. It's like the same thing with like 9 Inch Nails. Like, I mean, obviously Atticus and stuff like that, but like it's Trent, Trent's really holding.
Or like Opeth, Michael. Michael is Opeth.
Yeah, Michael's Opeth, yeah.
Yeah. But so anyway, the most, I guess, the fan favorite guitarist is Christian Munzer. Munzer in German. He is a legend in the tech death community because he was there when Necrophagist was, recording, playing shows, releasing albums. The band's dead now, but that band kind of took this genre to a whole new level,
right?
Or they popularized it. They're like what Dream Theater is for prog metal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Poster boys.
Yeah, they're
so
the
Christian
guys.
Munza, he is the guitarist from that band. So he is the fan favorite for OBSCURA. Anyway, he left the band before they released Asonication. The problem was, I think they said that, okay, we're leaving, but you have no permission to use the music we wrote, the riffs we wrote. And Stefan was like, cool, uses it.
Yeah.
So there's like a whole...
Like, is there an actual legal fight?
I don't know.
Because, like, that's pretty hard to... Like, they would have to, like, in writing be like, these riffs composed like this or recorded like this as well. Because you could have the composition in the recording. Like, it's kind of hard to... Yeah. To, like, actually, like... I don't know what the word is, but, like...
So I only know, like, a general overview of the story. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Put it in the comments. Correct us.
Yeah, but... From what I understood, it's that. It's
right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's a whole
Yeah, that's definitely
can of worms.
That's very
you know?
sticky. Like, I don't know.
I haven't heard the latest album yet, but I will listen to it pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you know what I think.
Yeah, we'll bring it up.
We'll bring it up in future episodes. But for now, Omnivium, for me, one of my classic tech death albums. Love them. Love the blast beats. Love the solos. What can I say?
Yeah.
It just floors me every time I hear it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
beautiful.
That's Obscura for me, man.
That's Obscura. Beautiful. All right, well, then we can go into our final segment for the day.
Gross.
Andy's gross corner.
It's my gross corner.
Hee hee. Ooh, we had a little hee hee at the end. I like that.
Oh, that's
You're in Firefox?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my ad blocker for YouTube doesn't work on Chrome anymore.
Like dudes like DuckDuckGo or something.
What's that?
DuckDuckGo?
Is that an ad thing?
Buddy, I'm about to change your life. Like, it's like literally like a browser that's like,
oh my God. Okay.
fully like
we're gonna have a talk after this episode.
Yeah, no, like yeah.
It's another browser. It's not
another
Chrome.
browser. It's not Firefox or Chrome.
Okay.
Some would argue it's better, but
all right. Let's do meme number 1.
Meme number 1. Let's see it. Let's make sure the audio is going. That's beautiful. That's crazy. Shout out to in the comment Nixon
Kutsavalov, Russia.
That's the guy from this page. Very 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 impressive guitar playing. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten around this administration if he could shred like that. You'd be like, damn.
Okay.
I got
So this AI thing is getting out of hand. I thought it was real.
What? His head is
no, from afar.
Oh, okay.
From afar, I thought it was real.
Like, even from here, I can be like, dude, that is so.
And then I checked it out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. But could you imagine?
I was about to like sit you down and be like, hey man, like, are you okay?
Have you become a boomer?
I was like, buddy, it's so
no,
clear.
because I saw the thumbnail from afar.
Right.
So I'm like, what the flying fuck?
You were like, I have changed all my opinions.
I'm like, what? I'm like, are they about to melt my face off? Which this video kind of did.
I mean, it's
sick guitar playing.
It's a really good guitar solo.
Also that harmony at the end, dude, that was tasty. Okay, this is not gross.
Not gross at all. All right, what else you got for me, Andy? In your
okay,
corner?
let's gross it up.
Okay, let's gross it up. This has been going around. It's so funny. Dude,
I would see that in my sleep. If I was in front of him,
yeah.
I would be like, I'd go home tonight.
Yeah.
And then just like probably sleep with a crucifix.
You're like,
it's like, please don't haunt me. Please don't haunt my dreams.
I've been seeing so many memes, like, and they just kind of plaster like a still of him just. Like, you thought Joe Biden was bad. Like, that's next level where he's like.
I hear he's Joe Biden's cousin.
Dude, they're brothers. They're not cousins. They're brothers.
He's not singing because he forgot.
That's Lenny Biden. You know, like,
this is the cousin nobody talks about because he got into drugs.
Yeah, he got into so many drugs. What do you think he's on right now? Because, like, I mean, he's either he's old. Do you think it's old, drugs, or alcohol?
Or D, all of the above.
Or D, all of the above. What is your answer?
D, all of the above.
I think it's either old or drugs. Alcohol.
Choose one though. Because I chose a letter. It
drugs.
was D.
He sees something. Like, he definitely sees something. I don't know what it is that he's seeing, but like that's like the equivalent of like, oh, like you just like,
oh my God.
You're like, oh, like I don't know. I don't know how to describe
aliens
it.
are real. wow.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
I would have. Okay, no, maybe not. Because I was gonna say I would have loved to see what he was seeing, but I'm like, I don't want that. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we want that in our lives.
I don't think I want that. So I take it back. I don't want it.
I don't want it. But I mean, good for him for freaking rocking out, keeping it going. I love it. I mean, the whole band
too, right?
The whole band's keeping it together. They're
tight, man.
Jamming.
They're great.
He's just seeing.
It's also I know this band too.
What is the band?
Pentagram.
Pentagram.
It's like a metal band, like a heavy metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff, man.
Good stuff.
I just don't want to be in front of him when he does that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
If laser eyes were real, we'd all be dead.
We would all be dead. I hope you don't see what that man is seeing this week. Thank you so much for tuning into Breakstuff. I'm your host, CARSON. I don't know. I was going to say something else and I was just like, I blanked. So it's just going to be actually me. It's CARSON. And then what's your name?
What is my name?
I don't know.
Andrew. Andrew. Hi, I have been Andrew, your host.
Andrew, your host. I hate that. Have a great week, everybody.
See ya.